This is a political education series addressing major policy topics. There are 7 parts in this series, each under 2 minutes in length. The purpose is to educate the voter as to why vote Democrat. 6. Moving America Forward. If you believe the right way forward for America is to indebt generations of yet unborn children to pay for the failed social welfare programs of the baby boomer left, if you believe that spending $13 trillion borrowed dollars on failed social welfare programs is a policy we should continue, you should vote Democrat. If you believe that liberal and progressive policies help America, look at Detroit. In the 1950s, it had the highest per capita income in the nation. It is now the most liberal city in America with a living wage, powerful public sector and private sector unions, aggressive redistribution tax policies. It is a disaster. If you believe in this, you should vote Democrat. If you believe that you should not be able to work without a union boss towering over your shoulder, telling you what not to do and when to get lazy and work more slowly, and that no one else ought to be able to work on their own either, you should vote Democrat. If you believe that government employees living off your earnings ought to be able to retire at 50 years of age with 90% of their highest salary as a pension for life, plus benefits, after a career of slow-moving laziness, rather than work until they're 65 and build a 401k like the rest of us and compete for their jobs like those of us paying their salaries, then you should vote Democrat. Democrats recently voted against the 5% down payment requirement for federal housing loans, commenting that passage of such a requirement would restrict home ownership to only those who can afford it. If you believe people who can't afford homes should be given taxpayer money, your money, in order to buy homes they cannot afford, you should vote Democrat. If you believe that indebting generations to come for decade after decade of failed social welfare programs, of sacrificing our nation's future to the lazy, unproductive moochers of today, and in continuing to pay your tax dollars to slugs and thugs to improve their lives at the cost of your standard of living, and if you believe with Democrat Chris Dodd that being able to afford a home is not prerequisite for being given a taxpayer loan to buy one, then you should vote Democrat. I hope that this has helped inform your vote this November and educated you as to why you should vote for Democrats.